SR93 Boxing, I'm back with a quick video. Bernard Hopkins got knocked the fuck out in his last fight. You know, I like Bernard Hopkins as a fighter. I think he's a good fighter. He seems to drop a lot of knowledge and stuff, but sometimes he can be really arrogant, rude and things like that. I guess that's okay. It's a fight game, but sometimes it can be a bit annoying. And looking at something, I think Bernard Hopkins kind of, you could say, got what he deserved. Oh, I'm special, you're ordinary, and something like that. Shit that you shouldn't be saying, putting people down. Like, I mean, I guess you could be saying that, but now shit backfired. Because in that fight, it wasn't just like, oh, Bernard Hopkins was winning and he KO'd him. It was a competitive fight. I didn't really score it, but. And Bernard Hopkins in this fight, it was competitive from both sides. Obviously, I think a 52-year-old Bernard Hopkins would probably win way more convincingly. Actually, when I say way more convincingly, it sounds like as if he won this fight, which he didn't. But I think a younger Bernard Hopkins would win. But let's talk about this fight. That knockout, Bernard Hopkins fell out of the ring. That's the severity of the knockout. Now, obviously, it wasn't just the punch that allowed it to happen. Bernard Hopkins was near the ropes, and he was kind of leaning back. Right? He was leaning back, and initially he was in the corner, and the big right hand landed, and then a flurry of different punches, like a hard punch. Actually, when I say flurry, I mean like hard combinations started landing. And if you look closely, initially it looked like a bunch of punches that landed, and it was a bunch of punches that landed. And Bernard Hopkins it was kind of like the punches landed, he was leaning back, plus he was kind of positioned right between the two ropes, which made it very easy for him to fall. Very easy for him to fall, and he fell. That shit was bad, yo. Yo, all that shit talking, and this is what you put out, man. I mean, this can happen to anyone, but that shit talking makes people laugh. Considering now what happened to you, he fell on his back first, like his neck back, or maybe even his head, like, because to be honest, like he fell. Go check the video. Go look at it. It's very hard for me to explain. This guy, imagine a person standing up and is 0 degrees, right? Where if he's lying down and by rotating anti-clockwise, it would be 90 degrees, right? He kind of fell at like not 90 but not 180 degrees either. It's more like a 150 degrees or something like that. So which means his head or something or his neck must have fell at that. I'm surprised Hopkins didn't get like in a hospital, because you could seriously hurt your neck from that shit. But either way, he was he was complaining about the push, and if you look carefully, he landed a right hand, but there was a slight push. There was a slight push, I must say, but it was nothing severe. It was not like there's been several push. Like push is part of the game. It's like it's been part of the game. That push was almost nothing, yo. It's just like a little. Well, he was about to punch. It just kind of ended up being a push or whatever. But it was a little one. It's mainly the punches that dropped him, and a little bit maybe push. But at the same time, Bernard Hopkins was leaning back, and he was leaning back right in between the ropes. So Bernard Hopkins was being like salty about this shit. It was a 20 count apparently. I didn't know this. If you get out of the ring, it's a 20 count. But actually, I think I knew this, but like I couldn't remember, man. Like it was deep in my mind. I keep thinking, oh yeah, it is a 20 count. But then, sometimes I think, really, where did I hear that it was a 20 count before? So yeah, that's all I had to say. Bernard Hopkins was being salty. Joe Smith might actually, like, he's sound. This is the reason why I didn't make a prediction of the fight, is because I didn't know too much about this guy. Joe Smith. Sorry, I'm eating. I shouldn't be eating like this. Wait. In comparison with him and Kovalev can be made because they're in the same, I believe, the same weight division. They are big punches. They're really big punches. They're not just like brawlers and stuff. They're kind of like boxer punches. And I mean, I guess I don't want to be racist or nothing, but I guess they're white, so they're going to be a comparison made. You know, Sergey Kovalev's a bit more for a straight puncher, a rangy fighter, whatnot. He likes to use his footwork a lot more, in my opinion. And Sergey Kovalev's got good footwork, very good footwork. He has good boxing ability, range control. He's able to maintain his range with his foot. See, Andre was coming back and he can pull back and come with the right hand. He did the same that shit to Bernard Hopkins. I think he has a little bit better timing, Sergey Kovalev. But this guy, I mean, he seems really strong as well. This guy seems really strong. At the end of the punch, like, you throw a punch, yeah? Some people's main strength of the punch, the strongest point of the punch might be the beginning, the middle. But his punch, even with the hook, is at the end. That's where the strongest part is. I was impressed with what I seen. I think Kovalev is a bit more technically sound. But this guy seems physically strong, very, very, very strong. Kovalev's strong too, but I mean, it'd be a great fight, man. It'd be a great fight. Kovalev couldn't get him out there. This guy did, but then again, this guy's what 50. They're both for an old Bernard Hopkins. So that's all I have to say. I'm SR93 Boxing. Let me know what you think. Do you think Bernard Hopkins was right? That it should have been classified as a push and not a knockout? Yeah, that's all I have to say. I'm out.